Welcome to Vegas Dave's Dime.
Hello everybody, Vegas Dave here, rocking the playoff beard thanks to the Los Angeles Kings knocking off the Vancouver Canucks in the last round. Still feeling pretty good about that. I don't know why I can't grow this in or this, but what are you going to do? Last round I went 4 of 8, not all that great. I wish I would have gone with my gut on the Kings and Capitals, but picking against the Canucks and the Bruins wouldn't have been easy. And I was also wrong on Phoenix knocking out Chicago and Philadelphia knocking out Pittsburgh. I knew those would both be good series, but those two teams I didn't see winning, but 4 of 8, not all that great. Let's see if I can do better in this round. Let's start with the St. Louis Blues going up against the Los Angeles Kings. I like the Los Angeles Kings in 7 here, and that's essentially just a guess. I think this is as evenly matched of a series as you're going to see, not only talent-wise, but style-wise. Both of these teams play pretty much the exact same style. They're defense-first teams. They rely on excellent goaltending, which both teams have. There's very little separating these two teams, and this is the type of series that's going to come down to face-offs, special teams, and probably just a couple of bounces, because goals are going to be at a premium in this series. You can't really predict bounces, obviously. Face-offs, I lean a little towards St. Louis. But when it comes to special teams, despite the fact that the Kings have had lots of trouble on the power play this year, I actually like the Kings a bit better on special teams. Now, some of you might be rolling your eyes and saying, look at how great St. Louis did in the last round on the power play against San Jose, but that was against San Jose's 29th ranked penalty kill. The Kings had the 4th best penalty kill in the league this year. It's going to be a lot different. Both of these teams are excellent penalty killers, not great power plays, despite, like I said, St. Louis had a very hot round there. I think you're going to hear a lot of St. Louis fans and just general public taking St. Louis. You're going to hear a lot of Kings fans taking the Kings. It's that kind of series. It's really, really close. It should be a lot of fun for those of you that like just good defensive hockey. And I expect a long series. I think it'll go probably to at least 6, if not 7. And despite the fact the Blues were an excellent home team this year, the Kings are also a pretty good road team as well. So I'm going to take the Kings in 7. Now, I'm recording this video after Phoenix took a 1-0 lead, but I'm sticking with my original prediction of Nashville in 6 over Phoenix. I think Nashville is a more complete team. Phoenix had a great first round against Chicago, and their defense and tenacity really paid off for them. Nashville has both of those, and unlike Chicago, that really struggled in net this year, Nashville has Pecorine, who is a definite game breaker. I think Nashville is the better team all around, and despite the fact this Phoenix team just won't die, and Mike Smith is so red hot and has been pretty much since February. This guy's been virtually unbeatable. He may very well go on a Jaguar-like run and just not only beat Nashville, but beat the winner of St. Louis and Los Angeles, too. He looks like he's in that kind of zone. But I think Nashville's the better team, and early on when I was watching the Phoenix-Chicago series, I was saying the winner of that series is going to be knocked out by Nashville easily. But Phoenix has earned enough of my respect to realize it's not going to be that easy. This one could easily go 7, but I'm going to stick with Nashville in 6. Out east, I like the Rangers in 6 over Washington. That was a scary first round for New York, but at this point, I'm not going to say they're a lock to go to the Cup, but I really like their chances to win the East with what's remaining in the field, with Boston and Pittsburgh both being knocked out. But interestingly enough, just like they had trouble in the regular season with Ottawa, they also had trouble in the regular season with Washington. So it'll be interesting to see if Washington can match up here. In the last round, I said I liked Washington over Boston, but I was concerned about goaltending, and then Braden Holtby comes out of nowhere and has a fantastic series. And goaltending was actually a strength for the Capitals in that series. So it could definitely be an interesting series. Obviously, the Capitals were able to outman the Boston Bruins and win some key games in Boston. That's not easy to do, so I think they've proven they can compete. If Braden Holtby plays at the same level, they obviously have a chance in this series. But I think that I would have loved Washington's chances against a team like Philadelphia that's a team that's very offense-oriented. But against the Rangers, if this is going to be a defense-first series, nobody does it a whole lot better than the Rangers until maybe you get back into the West with the Kings and Blues. But I imagine the tempo of this series is going to be a lot more controlled. The Rangers going up against Ottawa. Ottawa is such a good offensive team that it was a clash. I think this series is going to kind of fall into more of a defensive mold, and that's going to benefit the Rangers. So I think they end up taking it in 6, but I bet on the Capitals at 35-1 before the playoffs started, so I'm hoping the Capitals pull it off, but I don't think they will. Rangers in 6. Lastly, I like the Flyers in 6 over the Devils. I think this will be a really fun series. Lots of good offensive talent on both teams. It's hard to take anything away from that Philadelphia-Pittsburgh series because it was such a track meet. It was such a crazy series. You're not going to see goaltending that bad from Martin Brodeur as you saw in the Pittsburgh series. But you got to give credit to Philadelphia. They have one of the best offenses in the league, easily the best offense left in the playoffs at this point. And going up against a New Jersey team that is very well-rounded, but not as strong as they used to be on defense, I think Philadelphia will be able to control the tempo, keep it up tempo, put pucks in the net. I also think this New Jersey team with Kovalchuk, Parise, Elias, they're comfortable shooting out a little bit, and if they get out of their comfort zone and try and shoot out with Philadelphia, I think that'll bode well for the Flyers. This could end up being a very interesting series if the opposite happens, if New Jersey can take it to Philadelphia and slow the series down a little bit, but I just didn't see enough out of New Jersey in that series against Florida that I thought was going to be a cakewalk for them to give them a lot of a shot here. So I'm going to take Philadelphia in 6. So that does it for me. If the last round is any indication, I'll be getting 2 of those series predictions wrong, so we'll have to find out which ones. Enjoy the playoffs. It's been awesome so far, and it's only going to get better as we get closer to the Cup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.